here.
That's it. Like, if you really are that kid, otherwise it's just a curiosity.
They think we're the guy, remember Oxford Street? They go with the tick thing.
Everyone come dance with us.
Yeah.
Alright, man. All praises to Yahweh.
Hashem, Yahweh, Hashem, Rakah, Kodash.
I want to the elder apostle to break those songs as well. Shalom to the hopeful elect. Alright, we're Hebrew Israelites come out every week to prophesy the downfall of this kingdom according to the Holy Bible, which America is known as Babylon the Great, spoke of in the book of Revelation. Alright, we're over here in the UK. London specifically is known as one of the frogs, alright, the foul spirits. And yeah, man, another week, man, and everything is just continuing to culminate to the point where the Lord is going to make his arrival soon. He's going to make himself known unto the people. Alright, after not being known or being known in a light that isn't true to his nature. As the way that the devil is, alright, the deceiver, it's not a thing where you totally erase the presence of the Heavenly Father, his Son, the Bible, so on and so forth, but rather that you misrepresent the truth of the Bible, alright, so you believe in a lie. That way you can't receive salvation. But in these last days, the Heavenly Father is appointed his men, starting with the apostles of great millstones, to basically present the truth to the people, alright, so that they can be called unto salvation.
Yep.
Those that are chosen of the Heavenly Father. Alright, and they are the people on the side, the so-called Negroes or blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, alright, and even are scattered all over the earth, because the children of Israel, they don't look the same way they looked going back thousands of years ago. Alright, because what's happened, it tells you alone in Jeremiah, Ephraim is a cake not turned. Alright? I forget the other one, but it says he has mixed himself with the people.
Yeah.
Alright, so our people out there looking like, they could look like Edomites, right? They could look like so-called Jews. They could look like Hamites. They could look like Moabites, Ammonites, alright, Arabs, Ishmaelites. So this is where we're at in this truth. But the point is, as it tells you in the book of Romans, the 8th chapter, the word basically is going to identify the truth. I mean, the true children of Israel, right? And even you get a lot of people today, you got the Palestinian protest, you get a lot of people getting hung up by the word Israel, when in reality, that shows you, that speaks volumes as far as that the name Israel has been co-opted by the people, right? This devil, because they don't know what the word Israel actually entails. Like, if I could ask a random person down there, they'll probably mention the people born in the Palestinians.
Yeah.
But you don't know where it goes back to, the story of it, nothing. So it shows you that the Bible has been totally misrepresented on the earth. Alright?
I've got something.
Go ahead, bro.
Isaiah 62:6. I have set watchmen upon thy walls, O Jerusalem, which shall never hold their peace day nor night. Ye that make mention of the Lord, keep not silence, and give him no rest till he establish and till he make Jerusalem a praise in the earth. So basically going into the Lord set the watchman up, which is the prophets teaching his word of the elect, hopeful elect, right? And basically we're not holding our peace as to what's happening in the world today. And then it says till he establish and make Jerusalem a praise on the earth. Because even you mentioned the sign and people equate it with not what the truth is. They're thinking about like you said, the bombing of those folks over there, or the small hats, the Amalek. You know what I'm saying? They equate it, whenever they see it, they equate it with the wrong things. You see them when they walk past, the people when they walk past, when they walk past, they must think we're linked with something to do with that crap. We're totally from another realm, man. The truth of the Jerusalem is in the scriptures. So the Lord set us up basically to, like you said, bring the truth out, man. Keep pushing the right truth, but it's only for the right ears.
You have ears to hear, let him hear.
Yeah, because they equate the word Jerusalem or Israel with what's going on over there, and the thing is, because they controlled the world for so long, you would do that. It's a mind game they play.
Even if you go into the prophecy of the Bible, they think about so-called Jewish people. Like, they don't even, and really showing the half of it. If they really understood, they'll say, wait, hold on, everything in this Bible, it don't align with you. It says that when you're going back to the land, it'll be peaceful. It says that, lose your heritage? When did you lose your heritage?
Yeah.
There's so many
There'll be no
points.
war no more.
There you go. There's so many points you could bring up to show that, look, you guys don't. But
don't fit the book,
even these
man.
so-called, I deal with the Muslims, so-called Muslims, they need them to be the people because it actually fits into their perfect understanding of what they know to be true according to their word, right? Which shows you that's off. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'll read this. You got one?
No, that's it.
Jeremiah 16 and 14, it says, therefore, behold, the days come, saith the Lord Yahweh, they shall no more be said, the Lord Yahweh liveth, that bringeth up the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt. For the Lord Yahweh liveth, that brought up the children of Israel from the land of the north, and from all the lands whither he had driven them. And yeah, this is yet another prophecy where you go to the guys in the land now, they're supposedly meant to been, that's meant to be their fulfillment of prophecy, them returning onto the land. Or they're saying, but then even more, they've just said like, oh yeah, Yahweh ain't even come on the scene.
Yep.
You check if it's running.
Okay.
It's 0, 0.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's
No.
time or but
Yeah, it's on.
okay. So with that's the thing is with
Yeah.
But that's the thing.
It's someone is now though, because it just popped up. It's just the way that. Oh, it's me. Oh, yeah. Yeah, but sometimes you know these things as well. There's actually people watching, but
it doesn't
the way
show.
YouTube is, it just messed up like that.
Yeah. But that's what
They want to dishearten you, innit?
So there's two people. Yeah, shut
But
up.
Yeah.
They might have even been there the whole time. Who knows?
Yeah.
But then that's-
Dishearten you, they go. So.
I'll read it again. So it says verse 14, Jeremiah 16:14. Therefore, behold, the days come, saith the Lord Yahweh. There shall no more be said, the Lord Yahweh liveth, that brought up the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt. But the Lord Yahweh liveth, that brought up the children of Israel from the land of the north. And that's a prophecy where, and that's the thing is the key factor all throughout all these different times of the scripture is prophecy. That's something that binds together everything that goes down. Whether you have, heathen kingdoms being established, wherever Israel ruling by themselves, no matter what prophets on the scene, they're called the prophets because what they're saying before, they're going out to prophesy.
Yeah.
And that's the thing, is this a key prophecy? What it says is basically what's spoken of is Egypt, and then even with that, you had was it Exodus, Gods and Kings?
Yeah.
That was like in the 2010s, 2016.
Oh, with Leonidas, isn't it? He's in it.
Oh no,
Gerald Butler.
Fucking, I was thinking of the wrong one. I was thinking of the one with Christian Bale.
Was that Noah?
No. Noah was
Exodus.
Yeah, that was Exodus. They were all in it.
Yeah,
Because I think Gerald Butler played Pharaoh, I think. Pharaoh.
okay.
But there's another one, I know you're talking about.
Yeah,
with,
the one where they made the Mosai into a kid.
Yeah.
That was the one I was talking about.
That's the one with Christian Bale.
Yeah. So that's the thing is like look at
that
like,
offshoot, it's like an Edomite. When he lifts the veil and that. It's like,
But then that's the thing is, it's like that's the story of Israel being delivered out of Egypt. That's still man, the Prince of Egypt, like the animated movie. That was like in the late like '99 or whatever.
Yeah.
These are things where it's like it's basically been spoken of till this day functioning. It's still being refreshed and brought out. But then why? There's going to be something that's going to be spoken of in that same stead. And this is the thing is, man are not talking about 1948 in that same. They're saying, oh, it was such the deliverance of these people was glorious. Because what? It's like what? Who's talking about the 747s or whatever taking them over to the land? The British Empire basically going and establishing. That's not what That's not being treated as a fulfillment of prophecy. No one's equating the Most High with that going down. That's the thing is we're gonna have it where because anytime they're retelling that story of Exodus, the scriptures, Moses, the Most High, the burning bush, all these things are aspects.
Yeah.
The miracles being done, the plagues, these things come up, and it's being attributed to the Most High. So that's gonna be the same thing. The judgment that takes place in this time, where the so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native American Indians are delivered out, that's going to be equated to the Most High as well. Everyone's going to know.
Yeah. I got a quick one.
I
You got some more? Yeah.
It says what? It says, but the Most High liveth, that brought up the children of Israel from the land of the north, and from all the lands whither he had driven
America, North America.
and I will bring them again into their land that I gave unto their fathers. And that's the thing, is the land was gifted by the Most High. Because that's bro, it's like going up in there and trying to establish whatever. That's not the fulfillment. And the plagues, the curses they're dealing with in that land. The reason why is it that until this day these men are still just flinging bombs left, right, and center? It was meant to be what peace was meant to be made. Everyone was meant to beat their weapons into plowshares. Everyone was meant to make peace. No one was meant to learn war anymore. But then now till this time, we're still in the midst of war.
Yeah.
Man are talking about there was the declaration of intent or whatever between Iran and America, where it was meant to done the war. Then the state of Israel starts bombing Lebanon again. Then it's back on. The Strait of Hormuz was meant to be open. It was open for like 6 hours. Then it's closed again.
Oh yeah, since the World Cup, there's been a lot. They've been fighting still.
Yeah.
Hella fighting. Yeah, bro. That ain't stopped.
So that's the thing. It's those prophecies. We're still waiting upon them.
Yeah,
And that's the thing, is then there's many things that need to come to pass. Mm-hmm. And then it's like, the mark. And then we need to start talking about who's who in the scriptures. Mm-hmm. Who's Esau, Edom. Mm-hmm. Like who's the chosen. Because these guys are claiming to be the chosen. If they're in the land, how are they going to be delivered into the land? You're already in the land.
Yeah. And you've made it a bloody dust bowl, man.
Yeah.
That place is all just dead bodies. It's a place of bones, man. You know, they don't like you going into. You don't fit nothing what this word says, man. You don't belong there.
It's meant to flourish.
Yeah.
Underneath it, you're meant to be out in there, and it's flourishing.
Yeah.
But then that spirit, and it's funny. What was it? Kingdom of Heaven. Don't worry. In Kingdom of Heaven, that's where you have the scene where when Balian or Balian Jr. Goes out there, then he gets the land, and he's like, okay. Then he starts irrigating the land. Then it shows the time skip of where it starts off looking like a dust bowl. Then like, it's, he's building up some plants growing. Yeah. Then there's trees. It's looking lush.
Yeah, and he made it like a
Shalom.
It was Shalom. It was for the people's sake.
Yeah.
And he made it look.
It made it look dope as hell. So that's
Yeah.
the thing, is really you guys being there, it should be a blessing to where you can then make that land flourish.
Remember when the Liam Neeson slapped him? He said,
Yeah.
basically when he was dying, he said, "This is your oath." He said to him,
Yeah, that's
basically
slapped him,
protect
so
the
that you
king.
remember it.
Yeah. And then he said, "If the king dead, protect the people." He said to him, and he
Yeah.
slapped him so you remember. He said to him.
Yeah. That film's hard.
Oh.
That's another film I watched it again. It's one that I would recommend going back to.
It's a brilliant film.
It's a good fucking film, man. Because I watched a YouTube video where they were saying like, when it first released, it was like a flop. People didn't like it, but it was hard. I remember it's like I used to bang out the soundtrack as well. The soundtrack was hard. It was like that was after Gladiator when they were making all those epics. Troy as well.
Yes, that's an underrated film. Kingdom of Heaven.
Well, the Odyssey I want to go see, because they're saying that Odyssey is like sort of a sequel to Troy.
Okay, yeah. You got some more, right?
No.
I've got a quick one. This is Psalms 2. Yeah, I've seen that there, obviously. I've seen it. I'm like, I hope they're not hyping it to where you go and it's just like, it ain't even what the amount of media they've given it.
But that's why I was like, because it's Christopher Nolan, I was like,
it's probably going to be good.
Yeah.
I've seen they did the Giants. You see the Giants?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was like, so it looks like it's going to be...
The Nephilim.
Yeah.
Them giant fucking, them giant Trojans.
Fuckers,
Yeah. I got one, right? Psalms 2:1. It says, "Why do the heathen rage and the people imagine a vain thing? The kings of the earth set themselves and the rulers take counsel together against the Lord and against his anointed, saying, let us break their bands asunder and cast away their cords from us."
Yeah, the heathen are basically working in concert. They're moving as one. And a big key objective for them is the subjugation of the children of Israel. And that's the thing, is people are thinking, you're talking about those guys in the land now. No, it's talking about the so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Those who are Israelites. Because why? That's the thing, it's been known as far as the dynamic wherein the heathen can maintain their role, maintain power, is they need to know that Jake has to be taken out of the way. And then they get a chance to chop her up. Because why? It's like when Israel with their power, no one can come against them. And that's been known from ancient times. This is why what they say is like, learn from history, lest history repeat. That's what they have as a modern saying. But then it's like, the thing is even if you want to go into history and try and learn things, you're not going to be able to tell who's who. You might be reading about, okay, well, this is talking about this kind of people. But you're like, who the fuck are the Hittites? Who the fuck are the Canaanites? Who the fuck is this?
Well, you need to
like, if you can't even disseminate who it is, then the modern day, if you're thinking, oh well, it's just people who were there.
Well, Esau's twisted all of it. You know what I'm saying? Because you said learn. Yeah, but you have to. We got the spirit to teach the correct way. Because these things are out there. Like people now think the Philistines are these men getting bombed now over there now. The Palestinians are they represent them. No, they don't. They are people that's still around today. They're in Sudan and all these regions. The Philistines. They were like the line of Ham. Yeah. Like who's Esau? You know what I'm saying? Who's Jake? And there's been all this confusion.
The man will talk like migration's not a thing that happened in the ancient world either. They'll say, oh, you know, the Greeks look like the same now. I'm like, bro, it's like you realize like there was all kinds of migrations going on, and the thing is you have trade routes, you have all these different things, and it's just like, bro, it's like even in all times. Like you had, like going back to Rome, even Rome was like the tail end of those ancient kingdoms. That was like, you still had bro, why do you have Roman architecture and the Hadrian's Wall in fucking, when you're going up to Scotland? Because the Romans when they went to Italy, then they fucking got hooked on a boat and went somewhere else in the world. Migration's a thing that happens. And it happened within all these different empires. Because why? It's like when you've got the dominance over somewhere, of course you're going to go and settle and deal with things. That's how empires get down.
All over the world.
And you see some nice round booty women.
But see, the way the history's been played out is as if all of that happened was just all Esau doing it. It's like, bro, that's why people are shocked now when you're seeing like the Afro-Argentinians. There's like black communities in Argentina, but then it's because they're never shown, and it's all the lies you see. You know what I'm saying? It's like a shock to people. That's why
they don't put it to the forefront.
They don't put it to the forefront.
It's funny as well because I watch a YouTube video talking about City of God, and I was thinking it's like the way that he was talking about how he had to get that film made, and he said he was winning the favelas, and he said before that film got made, no one really knew what was going on in the favelas. No one really like you didn't have big international films talking about what was going, like the madness that was going on in Brazil, and it's like really seeing that, then you really see there's a huge variation of skin tones.
Oh yeah.
Because it was like you had Lil Z, where he was dark as hell, but then you had like the boy that was light skinned, then you had the guys that could look like a white boy. Rocket was like dark skinned as well. Because why you had slaves go over there, all intermingled. And there was like all kinds of variation there in tones.
Well, let's not forget that the people that were over there originally, that's what people tend to forget, because you had them speed down in Grenada, one of them. And they said like, we didn't come here on boats, we was here, they're all native to the country. And it's funny because I've had debates about this with relatives, as far as like, because you get black Americans, judo. I say black Americans to just encompass the one that's Jake or looks like us but over there, and they'll say we never came on shit. Obviously now it's kind of you got the FBA
they're saying they're gathering,
and it's like you ain't gathering, but there's other people there that legit they're gathering. They've been out there from day, right? But it's only now people realize like, oh, okay, they're black. Yeah, of course they're fucking black. You know what I mean? Like you have some that came by the ships, and you have others that were just there all along. But it's just like with America, for example, it behooves them Edomites to basically put the cloak of black on anyone that was of color. Because then you lose your right to the land, and then it basically gives them more right to the land, because then they now paint the natives to look like so-called white people. So now as they phase, things go generationally through phases, so they can make it look like, oh, the people that we never, we didn't steal the land, we was over here already. You know what I mean? But in reality, we know we stole it, man.
And that's the thing is in the long term, it built those narratives just for like the simplifying of people's understanding of the world, where you go to black, white, and then
yellow,
yellow.
all that stuff. Yeah.
and then it's like when you're saying that, then you can just go, okay, you can just make it. And the thing is as well is that, and then like, when you're dealing with black, it's something that's it's a negative, and then when you're dealing with white, it becomes a positive. It's really so he could establish and build up his image, and that's really what that's the thing is
Got something after for you.
that's why it's like going into history, going into these details. Then it's not as straightforward as just, you know, you go on Wikipedia and you look at some shit, because then there's BS as well, and you need to pick out the bones.
Yeah, I've got a quick one on that point. Isaiah 25:7 says, "And he will destroy in this mountain the face of the covering cast over all people, and the veil that is spread over all nations."
Yeah, that confusion that's basically been spread. That's the thing is Esau, his role, his job, you know, in Revelation 20, was to go out and to deceive the nations.
Yeah.
That's like when he was going to be roused up out of the pit and have the seal released. His job was to go out and deceive the nations. And part of that is what is basically covering up the true identity of who's who.
I mean, for crying out loud, they put the tells you in Revelation, they put the Lord as a blonde-haired, blue-eyed Edomite looking cat. The Lord. When it tells you what he looks like in the scriptures, that's the ultimate blasphemy, huh?
Yeah.
Can I read this in the New Living Testament?
Yeah.
It says, there he will remove the cloud of gloom, the shadow of death that hangs over the earth, which is what's happening now.
Yeah.
The cloud of gloom. That's why you're seeing, even outside, it's really because of us and this word, the word of the Lord. There's like a truther kind of spirit on the earth. You get it? You know, people are talking.
Yes.
That's cool, man.
Yeah, I was like, bro, the problem is put a fucking leash on the dog.
Exactly.
Man. Let's keep
But
going.
you know,
What the hell are you talking about, bro?
These idiots, you know, these kind of
Come the
idiots.
fuck on, bro. About what the fuck is a no, of course, bro.
What if they come and pee
put a
here?
leash on a dog because you're in fucking public. It can just go off and do anything. Let it go and bite some kid's leg. Then you be like, oh,
You stop me from saying
I'm sorry.
because I was like,
do
bro,
that
because
too much, bro.
Because I was like, he said that, and I was like, bro, what the fuck? Because I saw the dog, and I was like, okay. I was like, oh, it's his dog. So I was like, bro, are you gonna put a leash on the motherfucker then?
Yeah, you're right.
Because I'm like, bro, it's like, because let your dog come and piss on my leg.
Oh,
what have you.
yeah, shit, yeah.
Then it's like, you know, if your dog gets kicked, if you get backhanded, then you're gonna have something to say, aren't you?
Yeah.
About you fucking wanting.
Yeah.
But then
That's
that's
right,
the
man.
thing is you know, that's some
It's not,
some
guns
retarded
don't kill
dog.
people. Stupid motherfuckers with guns kill people. You know them stupid
And
motherfuckers
I'm
with
like, bro,
guns.
it's like you meant to train your dog, and the thing is to train your dog cool. But it's like your dog's, it's like, even it's like anyone I see with a dog just out, I'm like, what the fuck are you doing, bro? You're in public.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
What a dumb
We were
motherfucker.
talking about the gloom over the nations, the veil. Yeah. Because, you know, it tells you in Revelation. Yeah, it's true, bro. It tells
The
you in
thing
Revelation.
is everyone, in reality, everyone's still laboring under that worldview. They're really looking at things where most people in the world, they're dealing with Esau's view on things.
Yeah.
They're thinking about, as far as for them, they're thinking, oh, you know, in 10, 20 years or whatever, we could be on Mars.
But you know what I was saying, bro? You know what I was thinking? Basically, you know we're close to the end because even this whole truth and movements, you got people coming out on YouTube talking about why hospitals are bad now. Why, you get me? Why eating, I saw loads of things on social media, why the bacon's bad now. Years back, they're telling you to eat that shit. Now the NHS telling you not to eat it. So there's a whole, the cloud of gloom, as it said in the New Living Testament, is removing off the earth. There's a spirit of truth being pushed out there. Why? But it starts with the watchman upon the wall. Because, bro, do you remember 15 years back? No one weren't hearing this. You were like a crackpot to people.
Yeah, everyone's talking
Now all of
about the MOTV now.
And everyone's talking about the MOTB now. So they're talking, a lot of people's conversations are aligned with what the scriptures say now. It's the Lord's just playing that chess game he plays.
When it was even
And
like,
it's
word's
whoa,
gone out.
the word's gone out.
because
Yeah.
even like guy back then, it's like when it was the YOLO era,
Yeah,
all
YOLO.
that, like man wasn't trying to handle
No,
it.
you know, I saw something where it said, the social media thing, right? You know, social media, it's everywhere. It said millennials back in our day, people like 30 and upwards. let's say like people like 35 and upwards, and millennials and our day, and in their 20s, they're drinking, partying, and we're saying millennials today, they're all health buffs, like running, they want to have smoothie juices, like, you know what I'm saying? It's, even the fitness industries, like people want to be there's a boom of people trying to be healthy now, because they know there's hell that they've been eating, and they're breathing in smoke. Chemtrails are talked about now, like on a large scale.
Yeah, that's the thing.
You know what I'm saying?
Is a lot of these things now. That's the thing. Is a lot of these things just gone mainstream.
Mainstream, bro.
It's really been the spirit pushing it.
Yeah.
Because at the forefront has been the word been getting pushed out.
Yeah.
And then now it's
bro.
like the knock-on effects of that happening. And the thing is as well is the prophecies are being fulfilled. Like where before it's like you say, oh, you know, you saying they're gonna chip everyone. These guys be talking like, oh, well, you know, how's that gonna happen? Why would they do it? And then now it's already happening. We're in the midst of those things happening.
When you see the infrastructure,
I was just say World War III as well. That used to be, you mentioned World War III. I remember people like, oh, there can be no World War III. No,
in my lifetime.
All the peace, blah, blah. But then now it's like it started off with Russia, Ukraine, where people are okay. But then now with Iran, or even before that, with when the general, man, Soleimani got hit. That was when everyone started talking about World War III. They said, if America gets into a war with Iran, that's going to become World War III. The Russia-Ukraine situation, they said, if he hits NATO, then World War III. Because why? Now these things are happening. Now you can actually see it. Then it's like, it becomes a reality. And then that's the thing, is really, it shows the words that people had back in the day, they have no weight. These guys are saying, like, it's all BS. Really, it's just bluster. It was really just a vain hope that you guys had in yourself. But then the words of the prophecy are now being found to be the truth.
Yep.
And the thing is, there's still more words to be fulfilled. Because as far as it's like, when you look at the economy, is the economy just going to be, is everything just going to come together and everyone be saved? We're saying Jeremiah 51:8, you know, we would have saved Babylon.
But she cannot be healed.
Yeah, she can't be healed.
Yep.
Like, can you save Babylon from the state? Is it going to go back to how things were, where it was, you know, money just 0% credit everywhere? Of course not.
Well, the reality of the situation is everything that's being done is you know, pushing this agenda further down the road. Like I was going to mention, over in America, you got the checkpoints that have been implemented, where within, like, basically they said it's within it's basically done within a region to where everyone's going to have to engage with it up and down the country. So now they're saying that it's based upon the whole thing with you know, the people that are legal and all that type of stuff. But the reality of it is, if you want to go through it, you need a real ID, is what they're saying. So you could be born and bred, you know, red-blooded American, but guess what? You're gonna have to go for a checkpoint to prove you are
What you are, you're saying, yeah.
Now, what is that? That's the infrastructure being set in place for you to be able to move about the country. And ultimately to bring in that identification system, which is going to lead to what? The RFID. What does that mean? Radio frequency identification. Alright? So that it's being put into play. You can't, there's no two ways you can chat about it. It's over here in the UK. They're talking about the digital IDs. This is a world agenda. Up and down over in Mexico, they put this in place as well. All right, that they need an ID over there. So it's everywhere, up and down the world. They're putting these identification systems in place, or the infrastructure in place. We ain't recording you. You ain't that special.
Bro, it's ridiculous.
Why would we?
What the fuck?
It really makes no sense to be recording the street.
Bro. Yo, man, you got some, and like that blue see-through bottle is gonna help. It's so true, but not actually. It's true. Crazy bitch, man.
But guy, what you got?
I got Revelation 13.
Yeah, read that.
It says Revelation 13 and 16. It says, I'll read it from 15. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many would not worship the image of the beast should be killed.
Right, so the image is the mind, you know, is the basically image, when you go into it, it's the statues. You know, the law, statutes, and commandments of this world. Right? There's an image you pattern yourself after. Like the laws being a statue, that's something that you pattern yourself after. So, for example, when they say, you know, you have to do certain things within the society, you got to fit the bill in a certain way, you know, you work, you earn it, you pay taxes, you do this, that, and the other. That's basically following in the way of the image. But now with the Western world and the greater image, you know, you have women worship, you have LGBTQ, you know, etc. Rights, all these different things, and you basically have to fulfill that outlook, right? Because it's like a, you know, like say if you was in business, you had a company, there's certain sell points or keywords you have to say when you sell your company. Like for example, we are a green company. We think about climate change. We think about equal rights. Why are they saying those things? Because it's a play-by-play as far as what you have to say to get people in the door to kind of say like, okay, yeah, that makes sense. You know, like they sound like they're for the people, right? And that's the same thing when you're dealing with the society. There's a play-by-play you have to image yourself after, and if you don't, you're going to be ostracized to the point where they're going to put you to death. All right, but this is going, the death being put to death part is going to culminate to the MOTB, right? Because they really had a nice test run with when you go back to
yeah. C thing, yeah. I was just thinking that.
What's that?
The C thing, isn't it?
Yeah. Ragamuffin.
Because they were making people, like you said, you have to fit in them boxes, and if you didn't, they were outcasting people.
Yeah.
The public was outcasting each other.
Yeah.
Some people didn't want to do this, take that.
Some cooling up.
Man would be losing their mind in public.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. So they already had
like,
you
bro,
lined up where they wanted it.
Legendary crash outs happened.
Yeah.
And that's the thing is
That splitted families up.
Yeah. And the thing with that dynamic is they want it where it's self-perpetuating. And the thing is, there's a lot of things already within society where it's like people will they'll enforce those things even without anyone else around. But they might say, oh no, you can't say that, you can't do that kind of mindset. So they've already, like a lot of these things they've already engineered. And it's like a good example would be like, oh, don't hit a woman. That's something where it's like that's become a thing based off just media, just TV shows.
And there's no rhyme,
movies,
there's
whatnot.
not even no understanding to it.
Yeah.
Because I've seen guys getting bombed, like punched up by a woman.
Yeah.
And it's
and
like,
they
don't
just stand
stand,
there.
don't, no. Then there's a guy that'll come, don't you dare put a hand on her.
Have you seen
and
that
then
social
he defends
experiment?
himself.
Yeah.
And then it's like the guy comes
guy
and
will
beats
come
her,
and
and it's
do
like,
that.
what the fuck?
Have you
Like,
seen those social
why don't you
experiments?
pull her away and say
Yeah.
like, yo, you should be doing that?
You know?
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but no, what they do is there's them social experiment ones you see where the guy will pretend to hit the lady and then people will jump in and when she's doing it, men are laughing. People are laughing at him. Oh, you see that? See that, man? You seen that?
Because that's the reality. And the thing is as well, it's like that's something in the West. Because I remember it's like, bro, you'll see.
And
Like,
there's one with a woman with a veil, and it's like this guy that pretended to be like a Saudi, and he's hitting Aisha, walk, and then the lady's walking, just like, oh, thanks, like that, and then they wanted to see who would step in, but like no one was stepping in. It's like one guy after 10 attempts, because it's a social experiment, steps in, goes, this is America, buddy, this isn't whatever. But because she had the veil, they were leaving her alone. If it was like a flailing, like woman that's not covered up, they all jump in, because they know it's a cultural.
mainstay to
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
hit a woman.
Yeah.
But then the reality of it is like, bro, it's
You have
like
to see it, bro. It's a funny one, that
If
one.
she's running at someone with a knife, bro, everyone's gonna just defend themselves in that sense.
Maybe
So
it's
it's
not,
like,
man.
well, actually, yeah, yeah, that's
You know
true.
what I mean? So
You know,
woman, you gotta let her do it.
some people,
Yeah.
well, I guess so, yeah, and it's just, it's like, but it's not even being chased with any kind of wisdom of like, okay, well, maybe in particular situations or what, but it's just nah. And that's the thing is like,
Don't hit a woman.
those things are just doctrines.
Like, did you see that new clip with this? What new news? It's gone viral with this. Remember, I think you've seen it, player. The Jake slaps that white girl and then the Eve.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
It's
but
in Lewisham.
when there's a
It's
longer,
Catford.
Catford. When there's a longer version of that, they were running their mouth to him, and if you
Yeah,
see
yeah.
in the version, I think what he did is he got on them because in the shop they
they
were
were
whining
shaking,
on some
they were whining
Elam.
on, yeah.
This is what you're doing, whining on this guy
Yeah,
basically.
yeah.
Like they're degrading themselves.
Yeah.
So that was the point of it. And did you see those simps that jumped in the women, bro? Did you see all of that?
Well, they weren't really up to the bill because
Nah,
he was
bro.
too on it.
He was on it, and you see the one. The jokes thing is, I saw it with these two young guys jumped into the like, go, bro, come on, it's girls. And he goes, did you see they're whining on the Elam guy? He said basically, that's wrong, pretty much. And obviously because they stepped to him, he backhanded them. But you know, in this culture, you're not supposed to put, let's say the
no,
context
no
Love
of
a
it.
shot at them.
No matter
The black
what
team went on the phone to try and.
Yeah,
gather
she's
up
gonna
some
call
troops.
some simp to kill him. You know, like, like some simp comes and does the.
He looks like one of them man. Even though he ain't got man them,
He don't care.
he's got a knife.
Yeah, he don't care.
He can get a
It's
strap.
old
and
school,
do
bro.
something,
He
yeah.
don't care. But that's what happens. They will get the guy to come. The woman will act out. The guy will hit, and then she calls some other guy to beat him up and kill him, and then she walks scot free.
I don't think they could. If he's on that type of timing, whoever she's calling ain't gonna do.
He ain't doing a damn thing.
You know why? Because for her to talk like that, she ain't never come across a man that don't care.
Yeah, exactly.
Like the way I put the generation, we're all the same generation. But I remember I've seen man beat
Same here, bro.
the piss out of
Bitch,
girls.
Yeah,
Like, I've
yeah,
seen
yeah.
it.
And
I've
you-
had
and
fights
you
with
mind your
girls where
business.
they've done things where it's like girls have fought man them.
Yeah, and you mind your
on-
business. Like,
yeah.
oh shit.
Or even I'm saying they fought me where
Yeah,
I've
yeah.
had to bang them up because it's like, yo, calm the fuck down. So we're from like there's a generation where you know certain man leave them alone. Don't play with
And
them.
he's got that video. That guy's from that.
Yeah.
You can see, man. Yeah.
That's the thing as well. It's like it's just a Western thing. Because bro, it's like there's every other day
Playing
you'll
the
see,
proper version or scraps.
Okay. Yeah.
there's, bro, it's like you'll see videos out of China where it's like, bro, there was one in Indonesia where it was in a restaurant, and then it's like some woman was filming like influence or whatever. The guy behind him was his wife, like I don't know, there was a back and forth between them. Then he just gets up and just swings
Fucking
and
hell,
just
bro.
knocks, like,
They're not
knocks out of
playing,
the
bro.
chair.
They're not playing,
And
man.
it's just like, bro, it's like a lot of those. That's the thing. Is like you go to, bro, in Russia. Bro,
Yeah.
in Russia, you all hear about just all kinds of man. Bro, it's like Russia. Some of them men are just unhinged.
Yeah,
So
but
it's
they-
like you don't even want to like you don't even know what like he's gone through that day.
Yeah.
Where you would even want to tempt
This is
him.
this is another reason why the Lord's going to destroy Babylon, because you know the things that are supposed to be punishable in the scriptures by death is allowed. Like a big reason
This man
of
has took the word onto him.
and took the word onto him, and the reason why even in England, the UK, and America, a lot of problems in this system is adultery.
Yeah.
It's a heavy portion of this system that because it's not punishable, you know, women can be in 10-year relationships, cheat and get the money off the man, or etc. cause mass deaths.
Yeah.
Because adultery is not being punished by the court of law. It's allowed. In fact, the court of law sums up ways to defend it.
Yeah.
So that's a big part of why this place has got to be destroyed also, man. The freedom that women
Yeah.
have. You know,
And that's the thing is those things are done to make like the laws exist
To keep
righteous
order.
law to maintain order.
Exactly.
And that's the thing is now it's just confusion.
Yeah. Yeah.
And really, and the thing is as well, it's like, you know, a man just being out, and it's like their woman being a showpiece before the whole world. That's the spirit of this place.
It's not a good
And
look,
that's
man.
really the bedrock of a lot of these contentions.
The wicked elite, bro.
The man will
The
have.
wicked elite. Guaranteed the wicked elite. They're not walking around with a woman with a belly top, crop top. And you know what I'm saying? They're
Remember
women
you
that
had
walking around with belly tops and
Yeah.
tongue belly rings for the whole world to see. You see these guys showpiece. You be with your lady, she's rocking like that. You know, it is what it is. We're in hell. But the point is, the elites, they're not moving like that.
Well, this is why the scriptures speak about that slanderous, that brother, that mother's son.
Yeah.
Why? Because you basically made it as to where you've gone to the Most High, the accused of our brethren, basically, and it says also, woe to them that give their
Neighbor drink.
drink,
Yeah. And that gives the bottle, to
Yeah.
him, and look upon his nakedness.
Like,
Yeah.
You've done all of that.
Yeah.
Right? That's your character, that's your nature. Your whole thing is basically causing someone to fall and then laughing at them when they broke their leg and they're sitting in a pit
Yeah.
and saying, see, you shouldn't have done that. But the reality is the Most High is not ignorant. You know, being not ignorant, the Most High is not known. For that which a man soweth shall he also reap. And you're going to reap it because, hey, the things you've done to us is it's not going in like, it's not gonna fly.
It's all noted.
Yeah.
It's all noted, man. I've got some more on Revelation. Right? So Revelation 13, and it says, the image of the beast should be killed, who should not worship it. It says, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. And that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark.
Right, so this is gonna touch everyone. The only people that are not gonna be bound by this are the elites, because you basically are their property. And this is why it says in the Bible, the things that are written aforetime are written for our learning. Right? When you go into the Bible, it's a very deep book it's got so many different things. The laws, statutes, the commandments, the writings, as in the history, the beatitudes, you know, as far as how you're meant to conduct yourself. And the key thing, which is tells you in Revelation 19, the testimony of Yahweh Shai, spirit of what? Prophecy. Alright, so it has the prophetic events that going to unfold. So the prophecy is the main key, that's like the main staple as far as you need to think of prophetic events that are going to come into play. But then with all the things that are written before, it shows you that these things have played out before. And you've seen the code of conduct of the great men in the scriptures. So you can conduct yourself and you can pattern yourself after those men. Alright? Because it says that only these things are going to happen. And there's a way you're going to have to move. Right? The elites are basically doing the same things they've done before. You go back to the time in Egypt when they had us in captivity. Alright? The way Joseph was basically managing their business. And it really broke down the play-by-play as far as how they could take power from the people and then have it onto themselves. So this is why they're going to do the same thing now, and they've been doing it for hundreds of years. All right, and once upon a time in these different countries you have sovereigns and a certain level of rights, but now you don't have any rights. That's why you have Klaus Schwab, I believe it was, that said, you shall own nothing and be happy. All right. How you doing? Is that the one you're saying? The swaggy?
Nah.
No, but see what I mean?
Oh no, there was someone else. That was a kind of younger one.
Yeah. All kind of swagged out.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. Probably cost of that jacket.
Yeah. The gold shoes. But the point being is that, like, these things, they happened before, and it was a play-by-play, and he's doing the same thing now. Right? So in this day that we're in presently, this man is doing things to get to where he wants to establish total control over all the people. Right?
Yep. So it says, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name.
Right, and that mark goes into the C-hip, right? Where he basically wants to get everyone with that C-hip put inside of it.
Yep.
Right, that's where you have the mark, the number of the beast. Right, the barcode has that 666, the numerical value of the outside, the two ends in the middle barcode is that of 6.
Yeah.
Right, so you're being marked for judgment, ultimately. And you might be thinking, you know, they're going to present it in a way where, yeah, you can tap into AI. AI ain't shit, man. AI is just a fucking algorithm that's being run to just give you, you know, surface level understanding.
It's actually just regurgitating back
there you go.
all the information. You train it off a data set, and then it will reference that data set with what you put into it. And if something's outside that data set, then it doesn't know it. It doesn't know it.
That's why.
Yeah, bro.
And that's why they
hallucinate.
Yeah, that's why they apostles, they always go into using ChatGPT, you know, questioning to show that has, you know, the truth on it. But then every so often, what they gotta do? It's going, chat's going off on that. Because there's certain nuances of the word they're not hip to. Right? That machine is not hip to.
It's still a machine, man.
There you go. It's the spirit on the left-hand side, you know? It has truth. You know, what's the main thing with a lie? A lie is, it could be 99.9% truth, but guess what? That 0.01% of the truth that's missing
What's it called?
That's what shows you that it's a lie. Alright?
Yeah. That was it on that one. I'll get something though.
I will say. What was we saying before? Amos 7:17. Therefore, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, thy wife shall be an harlot in the city, and thy sons and thy daughters shall fall by the sword. And yeah, that's the thing is you know, thy wife will be a harlot in the city. And it's really even the dynamics, because was it Jeremiah as well, that, you know, a woman will compass a man, where that's something that has been established now.
Oh yeah.
And this is the thing, is with the woman compassing a man, that's really how you cement confusion. Because really you go into the Willie Lynch now, and then maintaining that destroyed state among Jakes, that was the purpose, putting the woman as the head of the household. Because then she'll be, she'll defer onto Esau's authority, and then she'll maintain whatever it is Esau's passed down to her amongst the household. Because why? A woman's not meant to be the head of the household, but then it's like really the head of the household then becomes the state.
You know what's funny? Because remember, you know that girl Zay Mills, ZZ Mills. Yeah. I see one interview. I can't remember who she was interviewing, but I saw a clip of it, and he goes, "What about when this society falls, yeah? And then you ain't got the white man's help or something like that." And I saw the chink in her armor, like almost like she kind of like.
They don't want to think about it.
Yeah. Because the thing is, all the run in her mouth she can do is because of that.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's
all that.
An extension.
So when he mentioned that, what if this falls, yeah, and then this Esau's thing goes down? He said it as the W man, the white man, and she must have went. She could see the chink in her armor fall, like, oh shit. If that happens, I'm fucked. That's the only thing that keeps them up. The dialing 999. All of that is what keeps them afloat. There's child support.
The phone lines engaged.
Yeah, the phone line's engaged. Abortions, this thing keeps them afloat. Because most men
in reality, without like, that's the modern woman only exists because of contraceptive pills, really, and abortion.
Yeah, you didn't wake up one day and get a musket gun and take men on, like march and take men on for these rights. Give me pills.
Yeah.
Like, they go on as if these women, this feminist shit. Now people. But now even a lot of these women that have been defiled by this feminism are even waking up to the fact that they need men.
Yeah.
Some of them be making videos on it. I don't care. I don't care anymore. I need a man.
I follow one.
Like they got the musket guns and went to war. Give me contraceptives. And then they're marching. Sorry. Put it like that. Now they got contraceptives. There they go, man. You know Esau, when he's colonial army, they're just marching straight line. And they're in straight lines. Like, so they could easily get picked off. There's women going like they got musket guns and actually march for this shit. No, man, you was given it.
Spinning the bird and
kick. Like, no, you got given this shit, man. You got given this.
Yeah.
You know?
And that's the reality is like, because it was getting, it's just an extension of the system.
Yeah.
And then that's the thing is,
it's a cunning device, man.
It's because, and that's why it's like, as well, it's like even the whole Black History Month or any kind of reparation or supplication Jake get from this system, bro, it's like that's just an extension of the system. We're not looking for a place within here. We're not looking to get respected by Esau or get accepted or to get, you know, okay, well, you know, they give us the reparation, they finally acknowledge the wrongs that, bro, those things, but I'm looking to please the Most High and then receive a portion within what he wants.
I'm sure
and then have righteousness established on earth. Yeah. That's the thing is underneath what Esau's done.
And the most, I'm sorry, I'm on.
These, you know, you got guys out here where they're trying to say, repeal the 19th, I think it is, in the US, where it's like taking away women's ability to vote. But then it's like, bro, that's no matter what you do, the cat's out of the bag. It's like trying to put Jake back in slavery right now, hardcore bondage. Bro, men are gonna resist. Man are gonna be like, what the hell?
Yeah, well,
it's like trying to make women go back into the former state they were in. There's no way in hell they're just going, okay, now I'm just gonna go back into the kitchen. Yeah. Like really, you'd have to just like separate the whole generation and then just deal with it like none of that shit ever happened.
Yeah.
And that's why this place got to be reset, man.
That's why it's like as far as
it's got to be reset.
It's done. It's played out, man.
Yeah. And another thing, the Lord didn't put. You mentioned the Black History Month, etc. You know, all on Esau's terms. The Lord didn't put us on this earth to be beggars, man. Like, well, at the present time we are to suffer, but all we got to do is worship Him, keep His word, and then guess what? He's going to give us the kingdom. The Scripture says we're going to take the kingdom. We're not going to be in hand with these heathens. We're going to take it off them through the Spirit of the Lord, man, through the power of Yahweh Shai. I mean, I see that video with Apostle Tahar. You put it in there with the power, and he was showing the Superman and stuff. Because Apostle always goes into Superman, and that's stuff we're connected with, and we're gonna get that power. And it was overwhelming. That's how we're gonna get the kingdom. We're gonna take the kingdom through power. We ain't gonna go hand in hand with Esau and ask for a woman's hand. In all that stuff Esau pushed. We're gonna take what's ours, bro.
But that's the thing is with the power is ultimately what it comes down to.
Exactly.
And really, the power resides in the Most High.
Exactly.
Basically, it's like right now it's been apportioned onto Esau. Esau's been given he's been given certain technologies. He's been given the mark. He's been given the internet, 5G technologies, these different things, so he can establish that new world order. He's been given nuclear missiles. Been given F-16s, F-22s, whatever. He's been given missile systems, drones.
Yeah.
All these things he's been given is what a portion of that power. But then,
I got something after you.
yeah, read this.
Yeah, I got something after you, right? Yeah. What's happening, man?
So it says what Isaiah 54:16 says, "Behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire, and that bringeth forth an instrument for his work. And I have created the waster to destroy." So it's the Most High that gave that inspiration. We're talking about the Odyssey, which is the new Nolan film. The previous one was Oppenheimer, where they were going into getting together and making that waster, making the atomic bomb, which then afterwards you get into the hydrogen bomb, which is what you have as a nuclear warhead. And these are things where it was done from inspiration by the Most High. Yeah. Just like you go back to the Wright brothers, 1917, when Flight as well was made. And that, well, actually no, it was before 1917. It was maybe 1906.
Yeah, 18.
It might have been 18. Yeah, 18.
And I think them Wright brothers, they stole that idea from a Jake. The idea of Flight.
Yeah. They're the ones that it's given onto, but then it's like that needed to come together for the sake of World War I. When you go into Revelation 9, and it gets into prophecy with the locusts and whatnot, was going into the Spitfires and whatnot, those the dogfighting. That was something that needed to be fulfilled. So that's the thing. But then they're gonna uphold and exalt themselves. You'll go to the Imperial War Museum and these different the British Museum and whatnot, where they'll have these different men upheld, these things exalted. But then the Most High is really where you should be looking to give the honor onto. And that's the reality of how these things are going to play out. It's going to come to where it's going to be, because all Esau is going to do is he's going to accomplish a lot of what he wants to achieve. Was it Job 20? When he's about to fill his belly. He's going to accomplish a great amount of establishing this new system. But then the reality of it is something that's been given onto it. And then, hey, the Most High said it from before. It's basically been reserved for Israel, man, the whole world.
I've got something. This is Hosea. Did you have something, Amar? You need to read it.
No, I've done them.
This is Hosea 4 from the top. It says, "Hear the word of the Lord, ye children of Israel. For the Lord have a controversy with the inhabitants of the land, because there is no truth, nor mercy, nor knowledge of the power in the land."
Yeah, that's really the reality is. Like as far as for now, everyone's looking at the Esau Edom, like it's the Most High. They're looking at the so-called white man, like his system, his kingdom he's established. This is the truth, man. This is
be on end of life.
This is the pinnacle of society. And really, they're thinking that because they got, refrigerators, cars, mobile telephones,
flat screen tellies.
Yeah, flat screen it's conveniences. But then the thing is you think, okay, you got all those conveniences there. Why is it the 13-year-olds are getting depression of being on Instagram? Like surely there's TikTok. Like surely there's something there that's gone very wrong. For a man, bro, I was like at age 13.
Depression.
Like before there was when there was no smartphones, no social media, whatever. Bro, I remember what the hell you gonna be depressed about?
Well, even all that lifestyle that Esau's created, which is really the Zionists, those guys created all this luxury lifestyle and having even basically it's a
very modern post But it's the current one is just like the post World War II,
yeah, yeah.
like kind of like paradigm.
And it's like it also even you're mentioning is to attack men as well, because now it takes away most men today, their testosterone levels are low. Young men with no test, because a man is a natural thinker. So when you keep them in these sedated lifestyles, their T is gone. You know, they can't naturally be a man and talk to women the correct way. It's all broken apart.
Yeah.
So that's done on purpose, so there's no rebellion.
Women ain't feminine.
These women are not feminine, so it's done on purpose. So then it's basically sedated people, man. So they can just will you in for that new world order. And the only attack against the new world order is the Lord's word. It's the only way, bro.
Because we're exposing it.
Exactly.
It tells you in the book of 2 Corinthians 11 and on down about the weapons of our warfare.
Are not carnal.
Right, but mighty to the pulling down the strongholds. That's what we're doing. We're basically pulling down these strongholds and bringing everything subject to the Most High's word. So everything has to bend the knee to the Heavenly Father's will. And ultimately that's going to be enacted upon in the last, when the Lord makes his return. As it stands right now, it's being done, but it can only be seen by that whose eyes are open, what ears to hear.
Yeah.
Right, because these people are being exposed. They're more than aware of the power that we hold. They know the level of strength.
Right. What's this about, Felix?
It's about the Bible.
It is us.
Israelites.
I've seen it before.
Oh, okay. Take care, man. So yeah, like you basically have like the truth is going out. Like you just said.
There you go.
Just realized.
He said
That's
to
the
the
spirit.
Israel. Well, there's another Jake.
Yeah, he said it would
He
be.
said they're Israelites. He said. So, you know, they know the word's out there.
Yeah.
It doesn't, and the thing is, remember, even you got all these various camps. They might have the same doctrine, but they're pushing the 12 tribes. Let's say the word's out there. They know GMS. They know. People know that they know, man.
That's the thing is that you look online, you're gonna find GMS.
Yeah.
I'll read this just on that point. Matthew 5 and 14. Ye are the light of the world. A city that is set on an hill cannot be hid.
Yeah.
Neither do men light a candle and put it under a bushel, but on a candlestick, and it giveth light unto all that are in the house. Let your light so shine before men, that they may see your good works and glorify your Father which is in heaven. And yeah, let your light so shine before men. Because that's the thing is this, we've basically been shining this light in public for the longest. And that's really where it's like, and even before us, the men that came before us as well, which we learned from our apostles and the elders before them, this is a word that's basically it's been building momentum and building steam.
Yep.
So where it's really is a thing where it's like a lot of people might know, they're Israelites. They might say, they're black Israelites or whatever in their mind. But then it's still something you've heard of, something you're aware of. And then even that just then lets you know this word's gone out. Because if they've heard of it, then it's like, they might have heard, Yahushua is a so-called black man. The real Jews are black.
Yeah.
These things, then they're like, okay. Then they think, you got to sit and think
America's
about
Babylon.
Yeah. And then the thing is as well, is
White
like,
man's a
and,
devil.
and then you start getting to prophecy, and that's when it will get spooky for someone in the world. Because then they'll start thinking, World War III, they might have heard, Iran, blah, blah, blah. Then they're thinking like, shit.
Yeah. Well, a lot of Edomites, it's funny because a lot of Edomites watch the Israelites. They know about GM, they watch it. So they know the prophecy we're saying. And they're like, this is true, we're finished.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They know if this
That's
is true.
That's the reality.
Yeah.
That's why, and that's the thing. That's why a lot of people don't actually want to deal. That's a lot.
But
of
even
things
Donald Trump. I'm sorry, bro.
No.
Donald Trump. You know, he said a few years back. You know, he said he goes. He mentioned the Bible and he mentioned heaven, and he goes, well, I don't think I'll be going there. He said basically, he's letting you in a roundabout. No, he ain't. He's gonna be done in the near future. He went over people's heads. What he said. Remember when he said that? He said that. He said he mentioned heaven, and he said that he ain't gonna be there. Donald Trump. So he let you know. They know they're fucked in the near future.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That went over people's heads. They know.
He's the spearhead of that yeah.
The world order.
He's the big weapon being used to batter it in, man. The battering ram to bring it in.
What did you just read?
Shine your light before men.
Oh yeah, and that's the other thing. For you to show your light before men, you need to make your eyes single. Right? That means that we have to take there's a great undertaking we have to take.
Got J666.
There's a great undertaking we have to take. In that of like learning the words, alright? So now we have the light in us, we can present it before you. Like I told you that, you know, a light, a candle, you don't set it under a bushel, we put it upon the top of the table so we can bring light to the whole house. So we're bringing light to the house in Israel, and even beyond that, the whole world, right? Isaiah 34 tells you about basically making this word known unto the whole world, so they can basically be aware of their judgment, whether they fall on the right side of things or on the wrong side of things.
Yeah, and the thing is as well is like that's how you know the elites. They're about keeping things in the dark, and really it's you know if you're in the world, like you should realize these people are not. They're not working to your ends, man. Like they have your best interest in mind. Because a good example you can go to is with the Epstein files. Like them man release certain things, but then it's like they still like kept a lot of it under wraps. And there was like everything that mentioned Trump. Yeah, what's the word? They call it
redacted.
Redacted. That's the one. Had it redacted. So they're about resource whole system. That's the thing as well. That's the thing as well with those like they've been aware of these things. They've known about these things. But it's only now where these things are starting to come out to the light. So that means that everything, like even more things are being kept under the table where they're not trying to shine a light on nothing. And then that's really where it's like, okay, so when you go into protest, like, wow, they're really trying to do all this. But it's like you think, like, them man out here probably thinking Andy Burnham is going to get in office, and then no Labour's going to do this.
Yeah.
You've got people thinking that Nigel Farage is going to get in. It's like, yeah, we're going to take our Britain back. Bro, the Brexit vote went through, you know. Man won the Brexit vote, but what happened?
That was years back. That
was 2016.
That shattered this place, man.
Yeah. And it's like since
No
then,
more.
it's like what's it been?
The glory days are over, man.
Bro, the empire ended time ago, bro.
Exactly. Now we're just living in the new world order.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? This is where we're at with it, man. We're living in the days of the twilight zone and twilight. What's that twilight period
Twilight.
of Babylon? We're at the end of this thing, man.
As the sun's gone down, the moon's rose. It's like the last few little strands of like orange on the horizon.
We're literally at the dregs of this kingdom. We're at the end of it, man.
You can barely
going
see
on
like
anymore.
there's any light coming over the horizon.
Yeah.
And that's really what we're in the midst of.
Yeah.
And then because of that, it's like it's still maintaining, but then it's really people are aware.
Yeah.
And it's funny because it's like what was it with Egypt when the curses were hitting Egypt? It was the guards I think saying like, doesn't feel like why is this guy saying no to letting their people go? Doesn't he realize Egypt's already fallen?
Done, bro.
Egypt's already done.
Yeah.
And that's and it's funny because it's like people are really not aware, but it's like a lot of people don't realize how good people had it. And it's like it's funny you consider people had it good in like the 2010s, but then you compare that to like the 2000s.
Oh man.
And then you compare that to like the 90s, and then the 80s. The 80s was hilarious.
Yeah.
The 80s you could be working as a cashier.
Well, that was the height of
fucking Tesco.
Well, that was one of the heights of music. It was one of the heights of just people earning their regular people could live a good life. It was
Bro,
the height
it's
of
like
that.
you could be having 200
Had
like,
good movies. The 80s had great movies.
Packing groceries in Tesco's.
Yeah.
And have like two
get a
holidays,
mortgage, get a
two
mortgage.
holidays, a mortgage, a car, and support a family.
Yeah.
Like it was insanity.
Yeah, bro.
And it's like if you had a decent job, like you're set, you probably got multiple properties, you're good.
Yeah.
But then it's like people are thinking like, oh, because they can watch Netflix and order
Life's got worse,
Deliveroo.
man. Yeah.
They're thinking like they're thinking they're living like a king.
Exactly. Yep. I got something. This is 1 Corinthians 11. 1 Corinthians 11 and 30. It says, "For this cause many are weak and sickly among you, and many sleep. For if we would judge ourselves, we should not be judged." And this is the point I wanted to get. But when we are judged, we are chastened of the Lord, that we should not be condemned with the world. No? Yeah, so basically, it's another thing, man. It's fucking nincompoops, man. All the pride of life. Yeah. Man, look at this shit. Bro. Yeah. All that just to do that. So it says, all that just to do that. So it says, But when we are judged, we are chastened of the Lord, that we should not be condemned with the world. So basically, we teaching His word, prophesying, going through the things we deal with, is that so when the judgment comes on this world, we don't get judged with it. Because things like we're going into, this is the end. This is the really on the verge of chaos on this planet. You know, you can feel it, you can see it. Things have changed, bro. Like you mentioned, a grocery, someone packing groceries could have got a mortgage years back. Life was different. And people are on teeth.
Yeah, now you're on 6 figures, you can't get a mortgage.
Bro, people, exactly 6 figures. People's lifestyle has because of even that mindset alone, has got people on their edge. They're ready to snap at one another. So we're condemning this world now, so then we don't get judged with it. Because that Sarah Connor's day is coming. You know that fucking that grabbing the fence, and then she's trying to scream at the people they can't hear. That day is coming, man. It's gonna be a day when you least expect it as well. You know.
Resist.
The bosom of destruction.
So what you said, Micah 2:10, arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it's polluted, it shall destroy you, even with a sore destruction. And yeah, that's the thing is we're basically separating ourselves. You know, rise and depart. Don't mean hop on a plane and fly your ass over to the Middle East. You know what I mean? You're meant to spiritually, mentally be separated from this place. That's really what, you know, why people kind of looking like, what are these guys up to? That's why what we're doing is something alien, something strange, something they're looking at and be like, okay, you know, what's that really about? And then, you know, the reality of it is there, like at the end half of this place is a destruction.
Yep.
That's something that is funny because it's like even with Rome, that's something you can see with all the prior rulerships.
Yeah.
There was a time where it's like they were done away with.
I think they call it the age of decadence.
Yeah.
Like in Rome, it was like that age.
Yeah,
age.
decadence.
And then what they even tried to do in Rome is towards the end of it, they tried to get back emperors that were bringing back like when it was before Jake started taking the seats. Yeah, the Edomites, they tried to get like certain emperors that tried to keep back like kind of a lawful customs, but it was too gone by then.
Yeah.
Then Jake's, you know, started getting them seats.
Right now with Trump.
Yeah.
MAGA, make America great.
Yeah, it was just too far
Trying to
gone.
relive their glory years.
It's gone.
They're trying to bring back nostalgia.
Yeah.
The reality is, the way the world is too far gone.
Yeah.
That you can't relive the times of old.
You never. That's
Like
so
now, you like to get a bloody can of Coke. I remember when a can of Coke was like
30 pence, 25p.
I was gonna say 50p for the longest.
Yeah, well, yeah.
That was like the longest standing price.
Bro, I remember £1 getting a crisp chocolate energy and the penny sweets.
You go
You have a
top
whole
shop.
bag for
Go
£1.
top shop with £1, bro.
£1, bro.
You're nice. Like,
Get some
that.
penny sweets.
Ham was doing what?
Yeah, you're getting Walker's crisps, a canned drink, some chocolate and some sweets for £1.
Everything. You all snapped out.
And that's what I was thinking. I was watching a YouTube video on the founder, the movie about the guy who founded McDonald's, and I was like, when that started.
Is that with the Batman? Michael Keaton,
Yeah, I was gonna say Kiefer Sutherland.
Yeah.
Michael Keaton.
Yeah, good movie.
Yeah, but it was what his thingy. It was like it's 15 cents.
Yeah.
For a burger.
McDonald's,
Like
yeah.
when they made first started it.
Yeah.
And it's just like you think like there were times where it's like, bro, it's like $1. Might have been like now. What's a pound?
Yeah,
bro, a pound can't even get you a bottle of water. You're paying like £1 something for like the 500 milliliters.
Yeah.
But that's really because why? It's like now all that strength is really decayed,
It's gone.
and it's because why the spirit on this place is gone.
Inflation, you know what I'm saying? And you know what? A massive part of, well, it was already happening anyway, but Brexit even did set that even skyrocketed.
Yeah.
After Brexit, inflation went even more skyrocketing because there was no trade with the other European countries anymore.
Yeah, man had to get the man was getting the African chicken, man.
Oh,
said,
yeah.
We're no longer getting
Well,
EU,
I always remember
so
the EU
fruits
standards.
and
I remember when they in Parliament, they were arguing that they don't want to, they were talking about doing trade deals with Babylon to get American chickens here during
the
Brexit,
chlorinated
and they were
chicken,
saying, nah, we can't have that here because of the standards, the standard. So even now, really, when you go to these supermarkets, even though it's still Britain, the standards have dropped.
Yeah.
A lot of the meat standards even worse now.
Because Because that's the thing is like a
Have
lot
to
of
do
things,
these cheaper deals.
Yeah, a lot of things were maintained. It's like the EU that kind of set a lot of standards. Where now, and the thing is that's what people complain. So we need to set our own laws, blah blah blah. But it's like, bro, it's like those things aren't going to be to your benefit. Like, nothing in this system is going to be to the benefit of the average Joe anyway. Because really, it's about the elite. It's really this whole system. Like, and the thing is within every system, it's all working for the benefit of the elite. It's never been for the benefit of the average Joe. They say, bro, it's like back in the 80s, they'll say, no, X, Y, Z is going to be for your benefit. We'll smash the unions, we'll do this, we'll get free trade, and then all that money going out is going to make everything happen, everyone happy.
Yep.
But then what happened, like recessions, everyone get mashed up.
We'll have to over.
Yeah,
Let's get into that time, bro. The parties.
yeah. I read this, Revelation 12:12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea. For the devil has come down unto you having wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. So here the deceiver knows that he has a short time. But that's the thing is now we're at the tail end. Like we said, it's in the twilight, really the twilight of the twilight, where we're like at the cusp of these things all manifesting. And because of that, they're trying to get things locked in swiftly. These guys are croaking, man. All these old ass elites are dropping dead. They're looking to be like, okay, look, we need to
Establish our enterprise.
yeah. Because as far as for them, they're thinking now we need to like they're basically the technologies, these things are there.
Well, bro, the bloody the glory of the UK, she's no longer here. Lizzie.
Yeah, Lizzie.
That's actually like, I mean, it's like we've moved on to a new phase, but she was like a big part of this empire. She ain't here. She's like a staple.
They lost her.
You never think, remember there's a period you never think she'd be gone.
Yeah, I know. Like, she just kept hanging on.
Now she ain't here. You know? And shortly after, you know, followed by, I believe it was Evelyn was gone.
Evelyn as well.
Yeah. So yeah, bro. So these things, can I read this quick? You still got some more on that?
No, it's
I'll read this quick. Isaiah 13 and 19. Okay. Isaiah 13 and 19. And Babylon, the glory of kingdoms, the beauty of the Chaldees' excellency, shall be as when the Lord overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah. It shall never be inhabited, neither shall it be dwelt in from generation to generation, neither shall the Arabian pitch tent there.
yeah, man, and it's basically it's going to be taken out of the way, man. It's going to be burnt and reduced to a desert. And that's the thing is with these different destructive forces of nuclear weapons, they've not been utilized to the effect to completely erase a place off the face of the earth.
Yeah.
But then that's what the Lord's looking to do. It's why it's the level of wickedness, confusion, and destruction that has been brought into the world through America. That's just outdone anything that's came before.
Oh, yeah.
They're basically brought in new full, like enterprising, legendary levels of wickedness. And then as such, then it's just a thing where it's just got to be taken out of the way. Because otherwise, it's like how are you going to be in the kingdom, and then you just go like, and then Las Vegas is just going to be sitting there.
Yeah.
You're going to be in the
Cities.
kingdom, and then the Big Apple, Manhattan or some shit just there.
Bro, you remember, man? Planet of the Apes. You did it.
Yeah, you
And the fucking that what's that thing called? That the Liberty Statue of Liberty hanging at the sun. You did it. You did damn you all to hell. He said like the prophets we said the greatest actor on the planet Earth.
Yeah,
Charlton Heston, right? Well, what happened? Babylon was destroyed, and he realized it was on Earth. It was on Earth all along, but it was the apes had it sewn up, which represents the Israelites. That was a hidden code message. Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, man. So Lord willing, see you next week, man. Shalom.
So,